for the day 1, the 500 questions in Biology JAMB that you must know before writing your JAMB for 2026 is a live stream where we welcome your questions and also handle past questions, answering them with the best explanation and the easiest way to answer them and save time. And to prevent confusion, some of the options are there setting trap for you. You answer them with joy, but unfortunately, you are joyfully not getting it. It's so painful. So nice having you. We move as usual. We are going to be handling some of those past questions from direct jump. But let me share the link to the WhatsApp group. Remember to join the WhatsApp group using the number you can see there. It's clearly so that you get the notification when we go live. Anyway, for now, the live stream will hold every all right. With the few minutes we have, we will go through some of the questions. This is the question that we'll be making out there that we'll use and wait for your own question or questions you have. Remember to send your questions to dailysciencequiz@gmail.com. If you cannot type using that chat, anytime you come across this video, remember that this will be happening every Friday, and towards your exam it will happen more frequently and is actually for free. So this should be the past question, the past JAMB UTME. This should be 2023. I'll go first. They say the mode of nutrition in which digestion is extracellular when the food is digested outside the body of the organism, and absorption is what just takes place. So looking at these options, saprophytes, they feed on dead decaying organic matter, so that makes it the correct answer. So they don't digest inside, they digest and they only are outside and then absorb. Parasites can digest extracellular or intracellular, so that's why you have to be careful, because by argument we have some parasite that digest intracellularly or extracellularly. Holophytes, holophytic nutrition, that's plants, wetin concern plants and digestion, so that one no follow. Then holozoic for us, that taking solid food inside, so digestion must be intracellular for holozoic, like man. All right, so the correct answer to this question number 1 is option A. So option A is saprophytes. We move to the next question, which says, in the diagram below, the function of the part labeled III is. The part labeled III, first of all, what structure is here? The structure here is showing us an ovary, if I'm not mistaken. Ovary with many chambers, an ovary with 3 chambers. Can you see those 3 chambers? That's chamber 1, 2, 3. 3 chambers. And then with the placenta, then which is connected to the seeds. So this part labeled II is the funicle, which is used for holding the ovule. So it suspends the ovule. So this part labeled III is actually the funicle, what we call the funicle, while this place is the ovule. So the funicle is used to suspend the ovule. Remember, don't confuse ovule with ovary. Ovary forms the fruit, while ovule forms the seed. So looking at the options, they said the III is for seed dispersal, no. For nutrient absorption, no. For ovule attachment, yes. Then photosynthesis, no, it's not related to photosynthesis. Then number 3 says emergent trees are at dash layer of the forest. If you come to the forest is vertically stratified, We have vertical stratification and horizontal stratification. Like water body is also vertically stratified, and then desert forest is also horizontal vertically stratified. It is grassland or savanna that might likely be horizontally stratified. When I say stratification, when there are layers, if you come to normal plants, you have this, the growth happening here. There are tall plants which forms the canopy like this. Then we have the ones in the middle layer, and then we have the floor, the lower layer. So actually emergent ones usually extend beyond that canopy little, but here not every authority distinguishes the emergent from canopy. The upper layer or the roof is called the canopy. So it is the canopy where we have the emergent, the one that emerges out of the other, while this one is the middle layer. So while the floor, that's where we have shrubs, herbs, all these short trees. That's the floor of the forest. And this is vertical stratification because it's going down this way, not the other way. So we move on. The correct answer should be in the canopy. The principle of survival of the fittest is regarded as Darwinism, Lamarckism, Mendelism, naturalism. Naturalism is a trap for you. Naturalism is not even a biological term. It's a philosophy. It's a term in philosophy where people believe we don't need supernatural, but that's not my business. Just because of the fact that principle of survival of fittest is the natural selection. Natural selection is not called naturalism. So the theory of evolution, according to Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace, is based mainly on natural selection, which is the survival of the fittest. So the correct answer here is Darwinism, Charles Darwin's theory. Then number 5 says, an example of estuarine habitat. Estuarine habitat is the habitat that occur in between freshwater and saltwater, such as Delta. In Nigeria, that state called Delta is because there is a delta there. They got their name where the point where river joins an ocean, we call it delta. So it has fluctuating salinity. So examples of estuarine habitat includes delta and lagoon. And looking at this option, is only lagoon that is there. Okay, so at least you have learned today that delta state did not just come from air, because there is a delta there where river meets with ocean. Ocean is salt water, river is a fresh water. So the point where fresh water joins salt water, we call it estuarine habitat. And two common examples are delta and lagoon. Give this video a thumbs up and share. Then number 5 says an endorphic factor of growth of plants is, the word endorphic is from the word endophos, which is ground or soil. So it's soil. It's our Greek that usually use this word most often. So if you hear endorphic, is connected to soil. Examples of endorphic factors are soil texture, the moisture in a soil pH, soil acidity, which is the same thing as soil pH. So the only thing here, soil, is A. So the answer to question number 6 is option A. Then number 7 says, what is the relationship between cattle and cattle egret? Cattle and cattle egret, most of you see where the cattle is there and this white bird is flying all over. The cow is not worried, there is no problem. So this is where one person benefits. The egret is benefiting, but the cattle is not benefiting and is not suffering any harm. Okay, thank you for liking. It's not benefiting and is not at the same time suffering any harm. So in an association or in a relationship where one species, two different organisms, organisms of different species that are associating with one another, where one is benefiting and the other is neither suffering nor benefiting, is neutral. Association where one participant is just neutral and the other one benefits is called commensalism, and that species that benefits is called commensal. So it is commensalism. Another example that JAMB doesn't joke with is shark and remora fish. Shark and remora fish is also commensal. Remember, in our body, we have many commensals. This is why you are discouraged to avoid putting hand. In biology at advanced way, we might call it normal flora, normal growth, normal thing. Inside your nose now, there are living organisms that are there naturally. They are not causing any harm. They are commensals in the nose. But if you move them from your nose to your mouth, for those of you that are fond of putting your pen in your ear and eventually to your mouth, you are trying to infect yourself. It is not normal because of this idea of commensals. So some organisms there in that earwax or even in your nose, they are not causing harm as far as they remain in that nose. But if you change their environment, they can become parasitic. So I said another example is shark and remora fish. So, and we mark it by one participant or one species being beneficial or benefiting, while the other one is neutral. Neutral, neither suffering any harm nor benefiting. The organism that is benefiting is called commensal. Okay, we move to the next, which is inbreeding. Okay, inbreed crossing. Inbreed crossing refers to the breeding of A, unrelated species, B, closely related species, C, species with different. We have seen our answer. The term there says inbreeding. We have a breeding, inbreeding, crossbreeding. So since it's inbreeding, is breeding between, like inside the same family of the same species, it is closely related organisms. That's what we call inbreeding. All right, please share this video, give it a thumbs up anywhere, anytime you find this video and it's helpful to you. Don't hesitate to like and share with others. Majestic Tutorials, we are here for you. Now they said a man AS genotype marries a woman of AS genotype. What is the probability of having a sickle cell anemia offspring? The probability is 25% anyway, but let's show the workings. AS versus AS. You see why we discourage such reunion? To avoid suffering the children, not you. You can enjoy your life. So if we do the genetic crossing, you see what is happening. A versus A is AA. Then this A meeting this A is AS. And then this S meeting this A again is TAS. And this S finally meeting this S. That's where the wahala come dey. SS. Maybe I use then this one is AS. Remember not to write SA. We write dominant gene before recessive gene, like capital T small t, not small t capital T. No, conventionally write dominant gene before recessive gene. So coming here, we also have AS, we also have AA. So these three are normal. It's only this one on red that is abnormal, and hence the probability is that in every 4, one is likely to be a sequela. Remember, it's the word likely, not assurance. So it's possible that AS marries AS and they don't have a sequela at all. It's also possible that AS marries AS and all the children, 5 of 3 children becomes SS, sequela. Okay, the answer is out of this. The sample space when we do probability is total sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of that 4, which one is a sequela? Only 1. So we have that 1 over 4 is the thing times 100 over 1. And 1 over 4 times 100 over 1 is what? Is automatically 25 what? Percent. So that's the answer to that question. Impression, to correct wrong impression. This drawing you are seeing doesn't mean that their first child will be AA, second child AS, third child AS. It doesn't mean, and fourth child SS. It is not true. If this is true, then these 2 people can marry. Why? On the fourth child, they will abort it or terminate the pregnancy. But that's not what is happening. Okay? So, it's not it. So what is this thing implying is a probability. In the first pregnancy, the 4 possibility will come. Each pregnancy have these 4 possibilities. So that's the meaning, which means it's just like they added, there are 3 bags, or there are 4, let's say 4 bags. 2, 3. Inside each bag contains 3 life, 1 death, 3 life, 1 death, 3 life, 1 death, 3 life, 1 death. And you are asked to pick separately. It's possible you pick death from the first bag, pick death again from the second bag, pick from the third and fourth. It's also possible you avoided picking death in any of them. So the number of pregnancy you have, each pregnancy have these 4 possibilities, not the other way around you might think. Okay. So I will be back a bit. Okay. 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 We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Now, I think justice has been done to that question. We go back to the next one. So the answer to this is 25%, because 1/4 times 100 is 25%. The effect of the lack of vascular roots of bryophytes. Remember, bryophytes are non-vascular plants, meaning they don't have effective conducting tissues, which are xylem and phloem. Phloem. Remember to spell well. So xylem and phloem are not present in bryophytes. Why? What is the effect? Reduced water absorption, of course, because they don't have well-developed root system. B says efficient nutrient transport. No. Unlimited growth. No, 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 no. This one is for plants that have vascular tissue, like iroko, mahogany, those trees that can grow very tall. But this bryophyte cannot grow very tall because it doesn't have xylem that will enable it carry water from the soil and move high. All right, remember that I'm here to welcome your own personal questions if you have them. Maybe this is just the day one, many are not aware. You go, you create the awareness, tell your friends about this. Definitely, if we start doing this gradually, there is no way you will not score a wonderful mark when you write your UTME, especially when you interact well, come with your questions. I drop email daily science quiz 4 at gmail.com. Daily science quiz 4 at gmail.com. If you have any question, you send it there. I'll receive it here live and show you. You will see it play. Okay. So the next one, we say lack of vascular bundle. The answer is A. Unlimited growth is for those that have that vascular bundle. And then vascular plants are called tracheophytes. Tracheophytes means vascular plants, meaning plants with xylem and phloem. Then the next number, which is 11, says the National Park of Nigeria is located. Oh boy. I go jump and pass this one. This is geography now. But being a Nigerian, let's think. There is Bauchi. There is not only one state. We have in Bauchi, I think that Yankari Game something, Yankari Game Reserve. We also have in Niger State National Park. Should be in Taraba also. Oh boy. Yes, we have also, I think, in Cross River, but I'm not sure of that one. Looking at this, the states I know very well, they have it. I didn't see it here, but maybe we'll go with Cross River. I'm not too sure. Let's go to question number 12, which says a criminal can be traced through which of the following? A. Blood group. B. Fingerprint. C. Genotype. D. Shoe size. Blood group is not only one person that have it, so we just have only 4 blood groups, which is not enough to distinguish in a population that have up to 100 millions. I think the world population is about 8 million. I think is it 8 million? I don't know, but okay, it's far more than 8 million. What is 8 million? But all I'm trying to say is that even if we are 8 million, blood group is still too insufficient, because we have millions of people belonging to the same blood. Fingerprint, DNA fingerprint, to be specific, could have been the best answer here, but they just say fingerprint, so you choose it. Genotype supposed to fit very well, but this is jam for you. Just answer that fingerprint. But what they could have said is DNA fingerprint. The vegetative part of a plant is A. Leaves, flowers, stems, and roots. Are you serious? The vegetative. I think there should be exception. Something is missing in this question because all the three options are vegetative parts now. Why do we call it vegetative? Vegetative is derived language anyway. It's just like growth. It's meant for growth. Then the non-vegetative parts are the ones that are concerning reproduction, which are seeds, fruits, and flowers. And the roots, stems, and leaves are all vegetative parts. I hope if you are listening to me, get my argument here. This question is incomplete. Maybe the one I'm having, there should be except. Remember when we say vegetative propagation, you can propagate with stem, with leaf. We have stem cutting. We have the one with leaf, like the bryophyllum. So at this point, the answer is supposed to be flowers, not either leaf, stem, or root. Why? Because there should be except or. That's a fault. If you have something contradicting my explanation, you can let me know in the comment section. The immature fruits of opium poppy, the Papavium semniferum, I'm forgetting the scientific name. The opium poppy, where we get morphine, and morphine is actually an analgesic painkiller. So they said the fruits, this is types of fruits now. They enter deep. Oh yeah, opium poppy, I've seen it. It's capsule. Capsule is the correct answer. What is a capsule in biology? Capsules are dry, dehiscent fruits. Dry, dehiscent fruits with many lines of split. That splits at many lines at maturity. Okay, so I think this word immature doesn't make any difference here, whether mature or normal. Like okra is a capsule. The okra you use is a capsule. So you can immature okra and mature okra is still capsule. So the immature is to try to put confusion in you. So, but dried dehiscent fruit with two lines of split, two lines are called legumes, such as granite. Berries are actually succulent fruit with juicy endocarp, such as tomato. Now, note that most things you call berry in biology are not berries. Most things we call berry in biology are not berries. For example, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, they are not berries. They are not true berries. Okay? Let's take a little break.
Buy from me, I equip laboratory, standard laboratory. I give you trusted reagents because I'm a scientist, equally medical equipment. Thank you. Your patronage is needed.
Looking for experts in building and equipping standard science laboratories? Need reliable surgical or hospital equipment? Easy World Science and Surgical Supplies Limited is your best choice for quality and excellence. We provide professional construction of standard science laboratories, high-quality laboratory equipment and reagents, durable surgical and hospital equipment, timely delivery of exactly the quality you request, expert guidance to assist you with any experiment of equipment usage. Be scientific, stay safe. Choose equipment and reagents that guarantee results and protect your health. Contact Easy World Science and Surgical Supplies Limited today. Majestic, reliable, affordable. Thank you.
Majestic Tutorials, your free school within school and after school, your complete online school.
Majestic Tutorials, your free school within school and after school, your complete online school.
Want to smash JAM with a high score? and earn straight A1 grades in all 9 WAEC subjects. Want admission into medicine and surgery, law,
Pharmacy,
engineering, nursing, architecture, computer science, accounting, dentistry,
medical laboratory science.
and many more lucrative university courses.
Then join Majestic Tutorials on YouTube and across all social media platforms today.
Enjoy world-class lessons in all major art and science subjects, free.
Delivered by experienced and renowned tutors. Don't miss our live streams, final revisions,
And exclusive study sessions. Call or WhatsApp +234 706 5166217 to join now.
Majestic Tutorials, where champions are made the majestic way.
All right. Let's go back and continue. Welcome back. So we have few minutes to go anywhere. Few minutes to go, because I have other private engagement. Then remember that if you need intensive coaching across all the major art and science subjects, we are available. Majestic Tutorial have the best hands. If you go through this channel, you see there are videos on literature in English, even in physics, name them, government. They are all available for you. So please, your job is just to contact me with a +234 7065 166 WhatsApp or call, and the service becomes yours. All right. But if you don't have finance for intensive training, that's why we are providing this free one for everybody. So Majestic Tutorial is here to help you make yourself available. So next question is, we stopped at 14. Opium poppy, I've answered that. So maybe study about fruits is very necessary. Then the next one says, pneumatophores developed by white mangroves are used for breathing. We call the pneumatophores breathing roots. Breathing roots. Why? Because these plants survive in waterlogged areas. The mangrove swamp plants, they survive in, they grow in a waterlogged soils which are deficient in oxygen, So gaseous exchange becomes very difficult. So the answer is option A. The breathing roots are used for gaseous exchange. This is short, no need of looking for other options. Number 16 says, which type of cartilage is found in the external ear? That should be hyaline cartilage. Does it look like elastic? This question is somehow I've forgotten anyway, but should be the hyaline cartilage that is there. Okay, so the next question should be, question 18, which is saying arthropods are distinguished from vertebrates because they possess A. Arthropods are distinguished. I have a detailed video on this question 18 and 19. Just stay on when I'll upload it. I explain further things. Arthropods are distinguished from vertebrates because they possess A. Bones, B. Chitons, although you might call them chitin, but we call them chitin. C. Feathers, D. Scales. Arthropods are distinguished from vertebrates because they possess. Let's see what arthropods have only in common. That should be chitin, because they have chitinous exoskeleton. All right, they don't have feathers. We mammals have, which are the vertebrates. We have bones. That's why we are called vertebrates, animals with backbone. Then scales is for reptiles. Then digested food. They said the digested food in the body is transported by the plasma. So digested food such as glucose, amino acid, but white blood cells provides immunity through cell-mediated immunity and the antibody-mediated immunity, phagocytic actions, and production of antibody. We have other the natural killers, the NK. But when you come higher, we handle that. But just know that digested foods are never transported by red blood cells. Red blood cells are focused on transporting oxygen, and also helps in blood clotting by forming a clot. Platelets is the major one that helps in blood clotting. Okay, So plasma is the liquid content of blood, the straw-colored liquid, which is 55% of blood sample. Remember, the plasma constitutes 55% of the blood, while 45 is made up of blood cells, and we do this in what we call PCV, packed cell volume, for the medical lab scientists. Anybody can do that. I do that. It's a simple procedure. Number 20, which will be the last for the day, say the breeding of related species is known as, is what they have asked already. Now we have tackled this, which is inbreeding. So thank you for tuning in. Come back next Friday where we'll go live. 8 p.m. to 9:30 is usually our time. God bless you guys.
Watch this. At
Majesty took away my fear I had in and biology. You have to join the easy ones. My name is Victoria Modia, a student in Italy. Anywhere you are, you can join us, join the easy one, be a subscriber. Bye. Thank me later. Whenever you reach for me.